I think the experiential learning grant is very essential as a non-formal education process. It facilitates and enables the students to take the theories in classrooms in which they have learned or understudied, to practicalize it and see how functional it is or it will be in locations where those subjects or issues do arise.
I'm definitely a hands-on learner, and so when I can be there in country, on site, be able to really connect with people, talk with them, learn their stories, be able to share about myself and make real connections. I feel like that enhances my learning experience to really, it makes it a lot more memorable, so I'll remember it. Because lots of times I'll take a class and I don't remember what I learned a semester later. But these are opportunities that allow you to have lifelong learning experiences, which I think BYU is all about.
The pieces of the trip that were really tied to things that I've studied a lot or things that I've read about and researched, those were really helpful in making those issues real and helping me understand, kind of connect dots. I feel like I had a bunch of information in my brain, but being there in country, I was able to connect the dots between different things and see how it actually makes sense.
We drove a long way out to this rural area where there was a school and the women who had received microloans. And so we were driving into the schoolyard and the children just came running. And at first they were yelling, "Mizugo, Mizugo!" And I probably said that wrong, but that means, white people, and I'm awfully white. And so, I probably scared some of them. But they were so enthusiastic to see us. And when we got out of the car, the two girls just immediately fell in love with the students. And it just touched my heart to see them immediately hug and high five, and they were dancing with the kids. They were showing them, little ring around the rosies and different things that the kids were participating in, and
started playing games and songs with them. Anywhere we walked, they were following us, and there were easily 100 kids just following us around. They were very intrigued by us. I was so impressed and intrigued by them. So it was just this really fun human contact that we were able to have, interaction. And then from that moment to be interacting with these kids and then interact with their moms who were all working on these microloan business projects and just see how much they cared about their families, their kids, the well-being of them, how much they wanted to be successful and were doing what they could as entrepreneurs. It was just so impressing to me to see how capable they were and how strong and powerful they were. And so that's something I will remember the rest of my life.
It's really interesting because I feel like as soon as I told anyone I was going to Uganda or Africa, they just assumed that I was somehow helping the people there because we have such a stigma of humanitarian trip and aid and projects there. But the reality is we didn't do anything to help anyone while we were there. We were only there to learn and take in information. And I think whenever real learning occurs, it's always kind of mutual, right? So hopefully they learn some things from us and we learn some things from them. But I definitely consider myself the main person to gain from this trip.
So to me, I think the most important thing to learn from the whole, from the trip, experiential learning trip, is the impact and the necessity and importance of cultural sensitivity in research-oriented academic learning processes.